Hello YouTubers, welcome to part 7 of Project Freebie Jet Ski. If you remember from the last video, I had some hiccups with some of the parts that I ordered. Now that all the missing parts are in, along with the correct ones, I can finally get this engine back together. So let's go ahead and get started. It's now time to install the fuel pump and connect the pulse line. My gaskets finally arrived so I can finish installing the last intake manifold. Time to tighten down the bolts to the fuel pump and install the new fuel lines. Finally, I can install the carburetors. Installing the carburetors was actually pretty easy. I thought for sure with the amount of room that I had to work with, these carbs would have been a real pain in the butt to install, but they weren't. It's now time to install the base gaskets and tighten the bolts that hold the carburetors to the intake manifold.
Success. Carburetors are in.
Won't be long now. It's now time to paint the exhaust pipe. In my opinion, the exhaust pipe of a two-stroke engine is the jewelry of the engine. So there's no way I was putting this pipe in without first giving it a fresh coat of paint. After letting the paint cure for a few days under the sun, it was time to install the pipe. The hardest part of getting this pipe installed was trying to tighten down the single 10mm nut. Besides that, the rest of the bolts were pretty easy to get to. Now that the exhaust system and carburetors are installed, it's time to see if this thing will start. Before I can start the engine, I need to add oil to the oil tank and mix oil into the gas. I'm mixing oil into the gas to give the oil pump time to bleed. In order to get the fuel system to prime quicker, I remove the spark plugs and crank the engine over. Watch how quick it primes after doing this. Alright, the fuel system is primed. Let's see if this thing will start. Success! The engine seems to be running pretty well. The only thing I noticed is a semi-high idle, which I can easily fix by adjusting the idle screw. Now that the idle speed has been adjusted, it's time to clean and install the airbox. Wow, look at that. The engine sure has come a long way from what I started with. I can finally see the light at the end of the tunnel for this project. I still need to figure out the C's jet pump and then lake test the ski. In part 8, I hope to get the jet pump rebuilt and do some water trials. See you next time. So long.